Hello, Addison, and maybe a handful of internet strangers. I had promised you I was going to play your game this weekend in full and give you my thoughts on it, but I figured it might be a bit more fun if I just recorded doing it. God knows I owe you for it anyways, for all the videos you recorded for me. So we're going to do that. For any internet strangers out there who happen to stumble upon this video, this is my buddy Addison's game. He solo developed this. I'll remember to put a link in the description of this video to the Steam store so you can watch it. I have played all of Act 1 prior to this video, but it was many months ago, and it was a very early beta kind of thing. I'm not sure what, if any, of it has changed, so I'm excited to see what's been added and everything past Act 1. I wasn't brave enough to put my face on webcam for this, but I did come up with a solution so you don't feel lonely. There we go. Alright. As the man once said, the only way to begin is by beginning. So let us begin. Prologue. Winter Prophecies. Alright. I will be playing this on a bit of a weird setup here. I'm going to be using my mouse and an Xbox controller, so you don't have to hear the my loud-ass keyboard. It's been a long time. We'll do the tutorials. Why not? What do you have to tell me, my beautiful little meeple? What hair? Each week you will have matters to attend to, listed as notifications on the right of your screen. When finished handling the matters, select Next Week. Select the Next Week button to move forward. Alright. Okay, I'll use the controller for this, that's fine. Do you wish to see the tutorial during this act? No, I think that'll be fine. I can figure out the controls. Welcome to my liege. Goodness. Thou art greeted in thine keep. This is the start. Thou art greeted in thine keep by an older member of the house. They bow as they approach. Gleeman? Gleeman? No, that's gotta be Gleeman, right? Greetings, my lord. I am thy steward, Gleeman. As lord of your small yet noble house Storm, thou is sworn to serve your liege lord, the High Lord Bennington of Cresthall. Thy goal is to manage your affairs to the best of your abilities while balancing the needs of your house, people, and liege lord. Now, if thou will follow me, let us be off for the family editor, so we can customize thyself and thy noble family. Yeah, why not? Not here. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, names. Ooh, names. Uh-oh. House name. I guess let's do what I always do. Let us dig deep into our previous D&D shenanigans. We'll use Brightword for my oh wow, my brain's fried. What was that campaign that I used Brightword in? It was Strahd. Yeah, it was Strahd. The town name? You can say it was Brookington. Sigil. Ooh, what do we got for options? I do like purple. Sea green's nice. Olive green. We'll do sea green. I like sea green. Bird, deer, fist. Bird. I like birds. Sigil color. Oh, no, different color? Okay. Yeah, we'll have the purple bird. I like purple birds. Next. Family members. Depending on events of the game, you may end up playing as one or more of these characters. Lord of the House, age 35. Well, let's put my own name in. Let's hopefully won't get Ned Starked. You don't say. Okay. Blonde. Crown cricket. Ooh, nice. Straw hat. Nausea. Oh, it's turned my head. Turned my head green. I don't want to spend too long in this menu, otherwise this video's gonna be really long. We'll just go off gut reactions here. The Royale with cheese. Head crab. Yeah, we'll go long. It's fine. Bushy is fine. Shoulder cape or cloak. Belt bag. Oh, I kind of like the belt bag. Oh, I can do even more, huh? Oh, wow. Put her hand. Okay, that's a bit extra, but what else we got? Pitchforks, swords, messages, flag. Would the Lord of the House carry their own flag? I feel like you'd have somebody to do that for you. I also don't think I'd be carrying a sword around all the time, but it's cool, so why not? Yeah, save the finish. All right. Let's look around. Let's look at our humble abode. All right. Barracks. 16 guards. Sir Ponce. Oh, guard of the week. Good for you, Sir Ponce. Okay. Quaint. Lovely. I see the pumpkins are coming in beautifully. I think these are pumpkins, right? Are they? No, they're too orange to be tomatoes. Okay. Ancestry page. Select a house above to see the family tree. Oh. Oh, okay. We have an heir, a consort, a lordsman. Smallest noble house sworn to House Bennington. Ground wheat flour from the slaughter mill is our main export. We have no knights or retainers. Alright. August 25. 16 guards, 10 merchants, 20 farmers, 3 millers. Alright, next week. We managed to require before we go to next week. See the buttons above the next week button. Oh. Oh, back to tutorials. Uh-oh. Okay. No, I should be able to be fine. Confirm choice. As you wish, my lord. Alright. Continue on to next week. September 1st, 1350. A foreboding prophecy. Ooh! What lovely straw hats. The local shaman claims winter shall arrive almost a full month early, worrying many of the farmers. My lord, we need more help in the fields to bring in the harvest ere it freezes. Thy house steward informs thou that winter often starts in early December and is in a typical winter thou needs at least 3 out of 5 food to last till spring. We got now 2 out of 5. Yet if winter doth arrive early, we may be in for a long winter and require more food than normal. Alright, we got options. Send some guards up the fields. Merchants really buy food, or shun the predictions of the shaman. Shaman's probably a sham. A shaman. You got a lot of guards, though. You gotta keep the guards. It's a good Mountain Dew. You gotta keep the guards humble. Put them in the fields. Ask a question. Oh. Ask up to one question. What is the worst case would we not get all of the food harvested? Megmatius, how confident are you? That must be the shaman. People trust in me, and between us it is what my informant tells me the High Lord's own priest tells them. I am merely passing along the word. Well, better safe than sorry. Well, I mean, you would think that turn guards into farmers doesn't take much for them to go pick up their swords again should we be encroached upon by, I don't know, barbarians or, God forbid, other houses. Grim choice. Gramercy, my lord. With their help, we shall be done in no time. 4 guards to farmers. Less likely to get stabbed now. Would you be? I feel like being a farmer has a good chance of injury. Maybe not being stabbed by, like, a different person, but, like, I don't know. I'm not a farmer. Okay, close this. Ledgers. Food goes up to 3.5. Gold goes up for long term. Military loses some strength. Alright. September 8th, 1350. Ooh. We'll go top to bottom. Trade request. What have you? A messenger from Lord Carlbridge comes asking to buy our flour. In exchange, they offer a meager payment and access to their master-at-arms for training our guard. Okay, so they want to buy our flour. They want to buy our food that we're already low on. They will give us a little bit of money, and our guards will presumably be better trained for doing it. Food has gone up, and we need 3 out of 5 to last the winter, maybe a bit more. But we're already going to be at 3.5, so that sounds like we'd have a little bit of cushioning there. Am I going to have to send my guard away for this, though? Because I'm already on low military. Or do I want just gold? Let's see if we can't just get gold from them instead. If you want anything unexpected, the current state of our coffers leaves us in a precarious state. Confirm. Okay. Okay, gold has gone up. Food has gone down because we gave them some flour, but we're still at 3.5 long-term production. So, did it say earlier that winter typically comes in December? So we have about 2.5-ish months until then, so we should be able to get up to above 3 by then. Thieves at large. Merchants are encountering a rise in thefts as of late. They complain that they are being left with no choice, yet to raise prices or to take justice into their own hands. Ooh, okay, hire additional guards. We did just get money, so that's possible. Condemn theft and decree for harsher punishments for anyone breaking the king's peace by theft. Proclaim that anyone needing to steal can join to the fort for food. And I assume that's work, but my sword I decided to carry around with me at all times is blocking that. I assume that's work. I have the money to hire more guards, which could be good. Condemned theft seems to be a good option. Number 3 seems like it's just going to kind of piss my own people off. And join the fort. Ooh. I want to save money just in case for some reason the food goes bad if winter's going to be that much of a danger. Let's be the good guys. Oh no, it's gonna take more food from us though. Flag goes out. What's flag? Flag is morale. No big changes here. National Guards. Can I take the food hit? Morale goes up. I'm not entirely certain what morale affects. Maybe it affects like productivity or efficiency. But we want at least 3 fooded over the winter. I'll take the money hit. 'Cause I don't wanna bleed food dry. The poor shall respect the king's laws. 2 new guards. Welcome. Gold goes down. Oh, not by much at all. Military goes up. Alright. I got no problem with that. The Whisperhead. God, you poor man. You have no hair on top of your head. While working in thy study, Megmantius enters to meet with thee. Though officially they are simply the town shaman, they are also thy house's Whisperhead, and in charge of a network of informants throughout the valley. My lord, I praise thy judgment in helping the farmers. They were quite worried after my prophecy. Those whispers came all the way from the lead shamans in the capital crest hall. I canst not think of a more reputable source. I may not have whisper ears everywhere, yet I still know much about how the other houses operate. I trust thee to advise with foreign policies in mind. Hope I keep our secrets safe as well. We're the smallest house. How many secrets could we possibly have? I'd rather know what the big players are doing than keep whatever small town secrets we have safe. Ooh. Alright. Always, my lord, I strive to hear all the whispers that there are to hear. Okay. Oh, what do you got for me? Jory Pennyfather. I can't be everywhere at once. I miss having the extra guards around. Where are we going? Where are we going, Jory? Nowhere? Just hanging out? Fair enough. Oh, shoot. How far away can I click? Not that far. What do you have to tell me? Oh, shoot. Very close. No, let me click on you! Let me click on you! There's so much food to bring in still. What an unfortunate hair situation you have going on. You have... the top of your head has to be sunburnt, and like your neck and back have to be just coated in sweat with that hairdo. That's like the worst of both worlds. Like, put a hat on at least, my man. Or lady. A Thula? Alright, we'll leave them to be next week. Oh, yes. Yes, march into town. They look very jovial. A Bennington guest, September 15th, 1350. Okay. So we still only have 1 food filled out. We're doing great on gold. Honors 2, military's up. Morale could probably do a little better. See how our guest is doing. Sir Godfrey Malister, sworn companion of High Lord Bennington, arrived this morning bearing tidings from our High Lord's council. Greetings, Lord Brightward. I am sorry for arriving unannounced, yet mine guard and I are visiting on High Lord Bennington's behalf. Oh my goodness. Ah. Man, the game just wants me to give away all my food. Alright. Welcome, people toil ere winter. Yeah, I can't give you food. I need food. Wait, both of these drop food? If both of these drop the same amount of food, and one costs gold, I'd rather take... Okay, assuming they cost the same amount of food to do both, and this one just costs gold, I have gold to spend, and if that would ingratiate me to the High Lord's behalf, I'd rather do that. They're both going to cost food anyways. So we will be magnanimous. Oh, hold on. Ask a question. How long are you planning on staying? Or say more to me about Malister? Say to me more about... we'll ask how long you're staying. Only for the night. My men and I might not... But avant on the morrow to see other houses. Well, if you're only here for a night, by all means, we'll break out the fine china. Excellent. 'Tis a pleasure to be treated to such fine company. Allow us feast and discuss matters of great import. My food! Oh, I'm almost out of Olive Garden breadsticks. Gold down. Honor shot up, though. That's good. Morale went down. Feasting a time of need. Ooh, I didn't really consider that. Yeah. Yeah, I'd be upset too. Alright, next week. Alright. Two things from Sir Godfrey. Let's start top to bottom. War. Bring word that the coastal raiders west of High Lord Bennington's seat on Crest Hall has been growing more troublesome as the years grow old. Wait a second. I thought you were going to be here for 1 day. It's been a week. What are you still doing here? The High Lord is handling matters currently, yet should hostilities continue much longer, we want to know where we can bid on for more men. Our military strength is not great. Okay. So I can either commit our men to the fight, if they need it. Evaluate, so just kind of, fence sit a little bit. We cannot afford to send soldiers how difficult the harvest has been this year. Well, the harvest is hard. We are projected to be above 3 breadsticks, which is what we need to be. If I click this, okay, I got no options on, not showing me what I'm going to lose. Ask a question. Will befall if the coastlines were to fall, and how likely is it? Let's see how likely it is. A month since not like at all. Yet now the situation grows more dire with each passing week. Well, we'll take the middle road. It's probably the boring choice. But, I gotta feed my people. Ooh, someone's gunning it out there. Right on, Speed Racer. Confirm choice. Winter shall be upon us after all. Honor goes up by a little bit. Alright, let's check out Winter. Winter shall anon be upon us, and the High Lord is filling up the Crest Hall granaries lest of emergency. Is there aught you can... God, no! What? I gotta keep my breadsticks. I already offered to maybe send people in guards for you and hosted you. I know this is probably gonna lower honor, but I gotta feed my own people. This has been unfortunately difficult harvest. Much of the realm is in a like place. Honor went down. Alright. Oh, you have yet another thing to ask me. Alright. Thou spot Sir Godfrey in thy halls, joyously conversing and joking with thy men. Spirits appear to be high after the feast. The good knight is beaming when they spot thou enter, bidding thy guard good day, as they wave thou down and approaches. Gramercy for all thy hospitality and all's you and yours has done for me and mine men. If there could aught I could do, I could doth for thou, please allow me to know. Apologies if I'm going to stumble across some of this old language. I'm not super fluent in it. There's going to be stutters. Alright. Twere our honor, we require not now, yet shall send word if thy influence could be helpful. We are short-handed, mine guards need more soldiers. Our soldiers of the guard could benefit from a morale boost. Ooh. So, ask for some kind of influence, some vague, nebulous influence. Get more soldiers, which we do need, or get morale. Now, theoretically, I could convert some farmers probably back to guards, if need implied, so I'm not going to worry as much about military strength. But I'd like morale to get kicked up a little bit, since we took a bit of a dip with that feast. Yeah, just go shake some hands down with the knights. Or soldiers, I guess. You're a knight. Of course, I shall visit by the barracks on mine way out to share mine praise and pass along the High Lord's message. Military goes up. Morale goes up. Okay, awesome. Oh, with small-time boost. And a little. So we got kicked up. It's going to fade back down to what it was before. But morale did look like it's going up, and it's going to stay up long-term. Alright. Oh. I'll try not to swing the camera around too fast. Barracks, 1.8 out of 5. Stabilizes in 40 days. Hours spent sharpening swords, 5,217. What else can we click on here? There's the barracks here. Market, 2.4 out of 5 for current supply. Stabilizes in 23 days, so it's going to go up. Long-term supply. Barrels misdelivered. 17 barrels misdelivered in 1 week? For shame. For shame. I imagine this must be food. It's going to take... Okay. It'll stabilize in 32 days. I wonder... I'm assuming this means we're going to go from 1.2 to 3.5. So if it's going to take a month, that will get us to where we need to be before winter kicks off. Home of the region's largest ear of corn. Alright. Honor and... So that was gold, food, and military. I wonder if there's a building for honor and morale. Let me just check around real quick. I could also just explore the map a little bit too, couldn't I? Who lives over here? Just random people? Look at this. They have a campfire going right next to vegetation. No one's here to watch it. Only you can prevent forest fires. Alright, let's not get too far off the beaten path here. I imagine the story will take us to where we need to go. Okay, let's go next week. Okay, Food and gold are on the upswing, military the downswing, everything else is stabilized. Oh yay, yet more food problems. These guys are not having a good string of luck. Alright, what you got for me? My lord, our store of hay unfortunately has a mold problem. About half of the stored hay for the animals has gone ill. So I either throw out my moldy hay, food's gonna take another hit, or feed the hay to the oldest animals. Okay, so what are our risks here? We throw it out, we lose yet more food. If we give it to the animals and the animals die, I imagine that's also going to impact food or gold, probably both. Will this influence me enough to bring me below 3? Half the hay stored specifically for the animals, so it's not like not like half of our entire stored hay is presumably bad. But again, if we're throwing half of the hay out for the animals, aren't they already going to starve? That's what that would imply to me. It feels morally wrong to be actually considering giving moldy hay to elderly animals. We'll throw it out. I'm not going to let some poor horse/cow/sheep eat moldy hay. We shall burn it at once. Yep. We are... Okay, long-term didn't change. We are very short on our Olive Garden breadsticks, but the future still looks like we will have, well, not unlimited, but a good enough amount. Stabilizes in 38 days. Alright, let's go see what other misfortune is befalling us. There are reports of robbery on the road twixt Brookton and the High Lord's seat Crest Hall. As 'tis the main road connecting Brookton to the rest of the valley, 'tis well traveled with many merchant caravans. Oh no. Okay. So we have 14 guards. How many...
I don't know.
So if we give no guards, we will be at the mercy of bandits, so we're going to lose some gold. Alternatively, we would be exchanging some of our current guard out to patrol, so we'll lose them. Now, military is on the downswing already. Gold is up, so I could keep gold. As long as I'm not losing food, do I care? I guess the problem is, if I lose, I might have an opportunity to swap gold for food later on. And I like having a supply of gold. And it's not like I'm permanently losing these guards, right? They're just patrolling the roads. So let's heir to gold. The High Lord can rest assured trade and their domain will remain unharassed. We have to look strong. If we're getting stolen from on all of our roads, who's going to want to trade with us? Nobody. Guard. Okay, 4 move to bandit patrol. We are down to 10 guards. Good luck, gentlemen. Just wander off in the wilderness, huh? Okay. Well, hey, patrol experience, long-term military strength is supposed to go up. Honor shoots up. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. I'm pretty happy with that. Moving into October. Unrest at the watermill. You know, these people are really having a pretty bad go of it. Where am I? I can't click off yet. Watermill. Oh, it's also making me money. Cool. We turn your grain into flour so you don't have to. Okay. Let's go. Okay. So this is just over the hill and on the river. Alright, let's see what new tomfoolery is about. House Brightward Millers has reported that some people from Carl Bridge have been threatening them at the watermill near the border of our lands. Showing up armed, and getting confrontational, trying to demand that they get to use the watermill too. Okay, well... Is the watermill just gold? I would assume if they're making flour, it's going to impact food, and I'm really tired of things impacting my precious breadsticks. Send guards. Send a raven, requesting that they discipline their people. Send a raven, threatening use of force. Well, we can't do that. Our military's crap. We're almost together. Offer to rent out the watermill. So this would presumably... We get gold from this, right? We lose access to it at some points. Sending guards to it. Again, we're already so low on guards. Okay. Let's rule out 1 and 3. Because we're low on military might. Request that they handle discipline their people. Or take the high road and offer to rent out. Ask. Oh, here we go. Ask question. Has anyone been hurt? No, they haven't harmed us yet. Implying that they will. Would we do not hark? Let's take the high road here. Because we're on track to get food above. This would get us more gold. We're not being aggressive. Because we can't afford to be. Firm choice. This may limit hostilities, yet this shall cut into our profits, my lord. Ground flour is our livelihood. We are renting it, though, so how much is it going to cut into the profits for? Okay, we haven't seen yet. Alright. Okie dokie, let's move on. Almost at 2 breadsticks. Our honor has gone down a little bit. Patrol has finished. What do you got for me, my stern-looking gentleman? The guards have been sent out to chase down the bandits along the main road. Return home today. Found the bandits and rooted out their camp. Unfortunately, they fled before we could take them into custody. Yet we hast no signs. Yet we hast had no sightings or troubles since. For now, the guards are returning to their normal duties. Okay. That's awesome. More guards. Watermill. They're going to be unkind, I feel. Messenger arrived this morrow, returning from Bridgement, bearing the seal of Carlbridge. We received thy offer and must decline, as 'twould not be right to rent the use of a watermill that rightfully belongs to Carlbridge. Okay. We has proof that shows the border which picks our land has been wrongfully followed for the past 3 generations. The river has served as the border since the founding of our houses, yet where the river forks around the Miller's Island, the original path of the river was on the south side. Thus, Miller's Island and the flour mill on it rightfully falls in our borders, and we are striving to correct this injustice that was leveled against mine issues over a decade since. Okay, so they're saying that the maps are wrong, and that this little island mill belongs to them. Lord Aldous Carlbridge of Bridgement. Okay, how likely is it? Yeah. Well, You only ask one question, huh? Do we hast any knowledge of what they claim? Our oldest maps has the wider North Fork. Oh, wow. This old language is really throwing a curveball in my brain. Our oldest maps has the wider North Fork as where the original river path went. Oldest map has the wider North Fork as where the original river path went. So they're arguing that Miller Island, the river originally ran north. This being on the south side means it's ours, and now it's forked and is encircling it, turning it into an island. So our oldest maps say that we are in the right here. Do we send guards? Let's request a meeting here. Yeah, let's just request a meeting. Why not? We shall arrange a meeting with the Lord of Bridgement. Honor has shot up. We are so honorable. Yeah, okay. So there, our original maps show that this, the northern part of the river here, is the original path, placing this on the south side in my lands. They're arguing that the original path is the south one, placing it on the north side, meaning it's theirs. We shall see about this. Can't we have, like, good weather? Like, it's always something bad. Like, where's my prompt that, like, this week we're throwing a party, everything's wonderful! The fall weather this year has become unexpectedly wet. It is making it difficult to bring in the harvest. We can only hope that it dries up in the coming weeks. Oh my god, we're all gonna starve. My long-term max is now below 3. My breadsticks have gone soggy. Oh, tragedy. Watermill conflict. A bloodied group of artisans and guards. Soldiers have taken the watermill. They killed Harold, and we could not fare to defend it. So they just murdered my people. Wrongfully taken from House Carlbridge. Okay. So they went out of their way, did not respond to me, murdered our people. Yeah, did any of my meeples go down from that? I didn't see. Still 3 Millers. Do we do the honorable thing and demand a meeting? Or we ride out. Now, my military strength is only at 1. We are canonically the smallest settlement. So we have the military option right out in force, or we have, I assume, the honor option of demand a meeting. Ask a question. Of what quantity of men were there that attacked thou? And do we believe that Carlbridge is unaware of his soldiers' actions? Ooh. How many people? A bobbling group of half a dozen or so. So we actually do have more than that. But can I risk losing any? And also the other question prompted that maybe this guy doesn't realize that this group is doing this. Well, let's go high honor run here, right? Alright. We shall send a raven to Carlbridge. They are to meet at morn in 2 days at the river to answer for their people's crimes. Would they refuse, we shall see what the High Lord thinks about allowing murder to occur under the King's peace. Millers become merchants. Alright. Oh! Oh! It's not great. Okay, honor did go up. I'm not sure what the good honor is going to do to me when... Oh my god, our breadsticks. Ugh. Alright, let's see how well this goes. And declined again. Lord Callbridge has declined a meeting, stating that their soldiers has done nothing wrong and followed their orders. I thought it was the last 3 generations. The river, which has served as the border since the founding of our houses, allegedly flowed on the south side, and there was no island. Thus, Miller's Island and the flour mill on it rightfully falls in their borders. Our maps show the north side, though. Researches claims, appeal to the High Lord, right out in force. I feel like at this point, we just have the High Lord resolve this, right? Someone with authority above the murder hobo lord. Vowed to hold their peace as well. Yeah, let the High Lord deal with it. Send a raven to the High Lord. Decently has occurred at the watermelon appeal for them to dispense justice. Banners have been called. Hey, we got fair weather at least. The watermill appeal pending. A messenger has arrived on the morrow from the High Lord's seat. Summoned the banners. Our western enemies, the Faraways. Okay. So they've landed on the coastal provinces. The High Lord needs all able-bodied fighters from their sworn houses to defend the coastal provinces. Alright, this is the High Lord asking for soldiers. I feel like we can't say no just flat. We'll be locked to option 1 or option 2. So gather the full army and send them out. But we have a bunch of, like, invading people literally a stone's toss north of the town. So I feel like I should not send the full army. Put together the best troop of soldiers. So the full army, we're also losing farmers and merchants. Yeah, I need farmers. At least a good amount of farmers. But I don't feel like I can say no. I keep forgetting I can ask questions. May we afford to send people to war? Do we realistically have an option? We are sworn to the High Lord, and this is your most important duty yet. We cannot refuse. The question here is, if I gather the full army and send them, I will be, presumably, filling out my honor gauge for this. At the expense of probably gold, food, and the rest of my military. Would doing this... We have a petition with this guy to get our mill back. Will this sway him to our side? You know, I haven't taken the military option on any of these. Let's just swing for it. We'll be honorable. We'll send our full army. Most pleased to hark this news. We lost most of our guard. Has gone to the army. Oh, most of the merchant. Oh, well, not most of the merchants. 15 farmers, though. That's a lot. That's a lot of farmers. Yep. Hey, honor jumped right up at least. That's awesome. Morale is down. Peasant sent to war. Ay, that's not great. Fair weather. We finally has dry weather, and the farmers can work in the fields. They are so encouraged that they are working with a new conviction. Well, they goddamn better. I just lost 15 of my 24 of them to the army. So if they want to eat, they better work with a new conviction. Okay, food goes back up. by at least a little bit. Not enough. We're still underneath that 3. Okay, let's see how our appeal is going. Okay. So they have to wait until this encroachment has been dealt with before they deal with my one random watermill. Sucks to be me, but makes sense. Morale is way down. Alright. We're already into November. We are... Oh, okay. Oh. Go, gentlemen! To war! Beautiful. Hopefully most of you come back alive. Poor guys who don't have helmets. Alright. Gold. Ooh. Big hit on gold. Food going up. Max looks like it's still below 3. Honor going down, morale going up. Oh, good, low morale. That's awesome. We'll deal with that in time. Alright. Our scouts have heard that Carver just sent a bobbling army of their own to the coastal conflict. Okay, so he sent his army over, so he can't mess with us much more than he already has. I don't have to worry about him, like, swarming down and burning my town. What a prologue that would make for, though. Army reported for duty. Okay, the army has arrived. The High Lord General expressed their praise and was impressed with our answer to call. Good. And they will hopefully be home before the start of winter. Alright, let's see how bad this is going to be. Okay, broken tools and gear, huh? See, sabotage. Fear the small folks' plight has been ignored for too long. Looking at a wall, you see a message scrawled crudely as if done with a shovel. They just took a shovel to the wall? We starve while they feast. Oh my god, they're all gonna starve to death. So let me get this straight. They are running low on food. So they break the means to which they can make more food. Peasants, man. Peasants. Yep. Really fighting to get our breadsticks up. Gold down. Gold's really going down. Okay. Middle of November. Winter is very much on the horizon. Alright, High Lord. Give me some good news here. We didn't escalate. We sent all of our men to war for you. Give me some good news. Bearing a letter from the High Lord. Been impressed by the soldiers sent for the coalition. They have told my knights tales of that recent conflict. Okay. 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 They will be visiting them after the upcoming battle with some of my knights to discuss their failure to maintain the king's peace. Their actions shall not be tolerated. Oh, thank goodness. Ask if there's anything I would have of the High Lord with the coming of this news. Okay. So, options. Honor and judgment of you is enough. It's going to bring up honor, but not solve my immediate problems. You're behind with the harvest. More field hands will be appreciated. That's going to, I assume, get me more farmers. The third option is we may need help with food. I'm going to just get me just food. So, 2 and 3 kind of amount to the same thing. I assume option 3 gives me short-term food. Option 2 gives me more long-term food. Now, we need to have over 3 at the start of winter, or so it claimed. And we're at like 2.8. So I think if we go option 2 here, Even though it's not super good short, we don't need much more in the short term to get over that hump. I'm assuming this option number 1 would give the honor. I already have a high enough honor. Let's go option number 2. You go ahead. Yeah. Okay. Find some youth that can help. Yes, 4 more farmers. Food, okay. Long term will be above 3. Hopefully that will be enough. Alright. Okay. We're above the 3 threshold. Alright, winter is approaching. What say you? Winter! Winter! Winter has arrived! I noticed, my good sir, it is snowing actively outside. The army hath returned from the fighting in the coastal province to warm houses for a much-deserved rest. It is unclear if thou shalt have enough food for winter. Thou art left praying that the shaman's prediction of a long winter is unfounded. Lord Corbridge may have gotten the better of us yet. Hopefully we can find a way to get revenge come spring. And then we have advanced to the next act. Now okay, how long have we been recording? 56 minutes! Jesus! Okay. I think I'm going to pause this video here. I feel like an hour is a pretty good amount of length for the first video. And then I will just start the video at advancing to the next act. So, I will see you soon.